Howdy folks, how are we doing? We've got Ryan from Scanstrut with us today. Now you remember a few videos ago I did a video on the mini mount in the fast track when I was muck spreading. Now what that was useful for was mounting the camera that you're watching me through at the minute, using that in cab to get real high quality 4K footage. You'll probably remember that it did exactly what it said on the tin. You know, it was a good bit of kit. There's a few little problems with it. It needed to be a bit longer than that, but it did what it said on the tin, rather. So Ryan's got a few other bits to show us today that Rokk will come up with. So what we got, Ryan?
Yeah, so I think we'll start firstly with the sort of Rokk Mini's bigger brother.
Yeah.
This was actually our first generation product with regards to the Rokk brand.
Yep.
Like the Mini, it's a mounting unit. As you can see, there's a difference between the two with the actual size there.
That is a big old chunky monkey. That is,
it's a fair old piece. Yeah, it's a big old piece of metal. But the reason why we've brought this forward is actually this was first generation in the range.
Yeah.
This initially hit our marine guys and it took off really well there.
Yeah.
Obviously the market with Mini is huge.
Yeah.
But we know that not everything is under 1.2 kilos.
Yeah. Yeah.
A perfect example of this is Crone UK came to us and you and I met at Grassland.
Yeah,
regarding
2018,
it. And we had a good chat. But Crone UK, we're putting this in the fast tracks using this exact setup with what you see here to mount the Chrome Delta box on. What it enabled to do was give a nice sort of anonymous figure, but also a huge range of motion that they can do
where you want. Yeah.
With the box.
And it looks decent, doesn't it? It's not like just a bit of angle bolted in the cab.
No,
is
exactly.
It? Like, you know, it looks like
there is aesthetic built in with it. Yeah. And I think that comes from kind of the quality that we want as a company.
Yeah.
We want someone to sort of go, wow, it looks good.
Yeah.
You know, it feels good, it looks good, and you want to be proud enough to be able to put it in your cab.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
We know how much
doesn't look out of place.
Yeah, we know how much these things cost, and you wouldn't want to chuck anything in it.
No, exactly.
Because it's your pride and joy, and we take as much pride in this as you guys do in that.
Yeah.
And I think that's the point we get across with this. But the Crone UK side of things is obviously a first for us. We were extremely fortunate to be able to be part of that project with them.
Yeah.
And they'll hopefully continue to use them. But the actual boxes they use are used by about 6 other companies in that range. So,
right, yeah.
I think Amazon, Kuhn, Lemken, Roush Grimm.
There's a big range of boxes that all use the same.
That are all that plate.
That plate. So
if you were in a workshop and you were having to manufacture it for 2 hours to get a box to fit for PDI to go to a customer, or you've got that in a box.
Yeah. You lob that on.
Fits good.
Yeah.
And you know it's going to last.
Yeah.
It's a perfect version.
Yeah.
You know, instead of having to ruin what is potentially in there with something that
bolting bits on down rails and stuff.
Yeah.
That's just straight on.
You want that experience to be nice, and that's where this fits in, and that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Mini is great for your action cameras, as you mentioned.
Yeah, smaller stuff.
Your actual heavy technology, you know, £2,000 worth of control box.
Yeah.
I trust it on that.
You want something that's I mean, I can vouch that is. Yeah, you do that up, and that is solid. That is a proper bit of. That's just solid. What metal is it?
It's pressed alloy, yeah.
Pressed aluminium. So that is just, you know, it's as solid as it looks.
Yeah. It's got marine grease inside and it's metal on metal locking.
Yeah.
So you're never going to get, for example, if you had a spring in there that would loosen over the vibration of time.
Yeah.
It's never going to loosen down.
Yeah.
It's always going to just be
as tight as it. Yeah. That's got a hell of a lifespan. What sort of guarantee do you offer?
You'd get 2-year guarantee on that.
2-year guarantee, but I mean, it's going to last way beyond that.
I mean, the market they currently live in is a saltwater corrosive, high UV area.
Yeah.
We've not had one back.
Yeah.
You know, and that's been out for 3.5 years.
Yeah, like I say, it's tested in the marine industry, so the ag industry, it should be a walk in the park, shouldn't it, really?
Well, yeah, they're both close.
Yeah.
You guys deal with a few fields that you probably wouldn't see a ship in.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Especially recently, like
the actual market itself. I mean, we've worked with a few companies now. Most notably is a company called AgPrecision.
Right.
There's a system called OnTrack, which is like a bonnet-mounted GPS system.
Oh yeah,
like your Trimble, but a lower scale, more affordable, but just as good.
Mobile, move between tractors.
And the reason he sells the Rokk Mini on a suction cup with a tablet holder with it is because he trusts it.
Yeah.
And that has to go with his brand. You know, 2017 he won the Lammer Award for innovation.
Yeah.
He came to us post that and said, look, I need to mount on something that goes with a quality piece of technology.
Yeah.
And the reason why he chose ours is because he knows he trusts it.
Yeah.
He never have one back.
Yeah.
You know, and that's testament.
That's what you want, isn't it? Yeah.
That's pride from us and testament to the product itself. You know, it works in that scenario.
Yeah.
To the mount side of things, those are two at the moment. We're looking at doing some sort of projects around the actual length of the body itself, making sure that if you are sat in your actual seat, the control units aren't too far away in reaching. Yeah, that's something we know that's something we want to work on, and kind of go through that. But that's in process. We know that's the case.
Yeah, yeah.
Other things that have launched recently. So we obviously distribute through SpareX at the moment. A lot of the guys that, well, it's actually quite a few of the guys I've seen dealerships watch your channel.
Yeah, yeah.
So they'll probably look at this and go, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
That's the way it always is.
There you go.
Yeah. And there's smaller accessories that can actually benefit the customer experience with the products that they sell.
Yeah.
For example, I know that a lot of tracks at the moment use 5-volt technology with chargers, simple plug in a cigarette light and that sort of. If you're out in the field and you're using it, you can maintain a good enough charge. No, so you get out and it's still at 10% that you went in with. Yeah. So when you go home, you've got to then plug it in.
Plug it into, yeah.
So we developed last year the second generation of our sort of USB chargers. Now that's an IPX6 fast charge 12-volt USB socket. Yep. Okay. So it's a simple click down, you pick up. Okay. And what you've got inside there is an anti-snag material, so you'll never close the cable and you won't damage your cables when you use it.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've got an anti-corrosive actually on the inside of the coating of yourself.
Actually, in the sockets themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you do leave that open to the elements, it's not going to damage it. Yeah. This is made to live outside. It's made to live on a boat. The UV resistance on this is massive. It's never going to discolor. Okay. And it's not going to smash and damage. Now, if you are in a Gator, for example, or a Kawasaki Mule, you're out there for 12 hours a day. Yeah. You need to find a way to charge something. If you're out, young lads, for example, are always on social media posting and that side of things. Yeah. That will actually give you back to 100% charge. Yeah. It's not going to trickle it in.
Yeah, because you're direct from battery.
And once you're using it, it's actually starting coming down, but it's still on charge. Yeah. As you can see on the bottom there, it's not a plug-in, it's something that you'd have as a
permanent feature. Yeah.
But if you were to try and differentiate yourself from the market with regards to rentals or something like that, there's a product that can help you with it.
Stick that on, and it's easy to do. You just got a locking tab there. So you drill probably a 30mm hole, I think.
Yeah.
30mm hole. Put that in, wire it up. Put your locking tab back in. Then it's permanent fit, isn't it, Mark?
Permanent fit.
So it's on there.
IPX6 waterproofing.
And then there's your sockets in there. So that's something to think about if you've got a Gator or an ATV and you want a permanent charging station on it.
Especially if you're a heavy user or something like that as well. Yeah, definitely. It's something that came to us probably about 5 weeks ago. We work quite closely with Masons Kings, because we're obviously a Devon-based company. Masons Kings being a John Deere, and they really sort of caught us off guard, if you will, with regards to the innovation they want to work around. And he started questioning that. Now that for us, that's our sort of bread and butter. That's a waterproof cable seal. So if you want to go from out to in and want to waterproof it, you do something like this. Now that's what we call a DSH10. That's a horizontal cable seal that will take from 6 to 10 millimeters of cable. The benefit behind that is you don't have to cut the cable to pass any connectors through. So if you've got Trimble units, for example, the actual bungs that are in the back there are split already.
So you split it
open.
How big?
Straight through. And it's not a problem at all. And that's something that we see heavily used in the marine world. Of course, there's a lot of technology that you sit up high. That has to come in.
Come inside without the weather.
You look at the evolution of what's going on in there now, inside these things. Everything's on the roof. It's all going upstairs. And you've got to find a way
to keep the water out.
And if you do another way to get in, water's still going to get in the cab. Are you going to suffer anything off the back of that? One of those things.
Possibly.
There is a smaller version of this, which will take a 2 to 6 mil, so it's perfect for things like CF radio antennas, that side of things. It's a time-saving device. It's not really an accessory. It's a case of if you're in the workshop and you need to just, Dave wants his tractor back quickly, mount it, get it back to me.
But you want it looking decent as well. Better than old, drilling a hole,
filling it with
or silicone. Exactly.
That gives you a better, tidy. And it's not going to smash. If you drive under a tree and it's going to
roll over
the top of it, it's made for that purpose. But that's just the side of things that we're working on now. We're working with you on purpose to learn about this market, understand what we need to do as a company,
what we're after in the market,
and what you need. And I think part of my coming here today is to make sure that we are on the right track. We are an innovative company. We're an outdoors technology company. We're here to make sure that we're supplying to demand. And part of that is kind of your view is, we've set up an email which is just simply agriculture at scanstrut.com. Okay. And I want to hear from your guys what is currently missing in the cab, you know, what technology is missing, where are you missing to be able to put your control box for your seeder on the back, you know,
exactly,
what do you need for that? And we want to play to that market and say, look, we're an innovative company, we're hard working, you know, what we design is quality stuff, it's not going to be chucked out, it's going to be made sure that it works. And the reason we have 4 designers back at HQ in Exeter is to make sure that we are supplying the best we can with the knowledge knowledge from the market. So if your guys wanted to email us or get in touch, please feel free to do so. And I think what we want to be able to do is keep doing this with you, and kind of see what we can evolve from here, and see what your customers think, or your viewers, sorry, off the back of it.
So well, my customers.
Line in the pockets. And I think we just want to make sure that we're applying to the market. We know there's a really knowledgeable customer base here, and as long as we can listen to you guys, feed the products back into the market,
build what we're after, and
exactly that. You know, the first video, we know we've got to make it longer. To be able to accompany, you know, regardless of camera or what you put on top.
Exactly.
No. You don't want to have a camera that's like that.
No, kind of defeats subject, but
doesn't make sense.
But that's what it's all about. You know, you can learn from me, and I can, you know, we can sort of
bounce back.
Bounce back.
And you know, I'm on the emails and phones to you all the time. It is anyway. And the guys that I work with in SpareX, it's great to be able to go out with them and meet the people that live this job. I spent some time down in Kingsbridge with a contractor down there, helping showing them how parts of our systems worked inside our New Holland, which is great. Just to make sure that there was that connection there between the company and the end user. We don't want to be alienated.
Exactly. You want you want to be connected, rather than.
And it's no trouble for someone to go, how does this fit? What work? Come to us.
That's what it's all about.
You know, we don't want to be in the shadows just supplying it through someone else. We want to be able to get in contact, and that's kind of how we work and why we started doing this at the same time. That's the premise behind the visit today, really, just to make sure that we are on the right lines with what we're making.
Making progress, and
and we are. You know, there's obvious, as soon as we launch that, with regards to agriculture, there's a reason why Rokk UK came to us straight away and went, we'll have one of them. You know, and it's the same. You know, we know that works. It's just making sure that the education's there to show the difference between other products that are on the market. That's what it's for. Thanks, George. It's been a pleasure. It's been a bit of a fun drive up here, and being able to see the difference between here and the southwest has been really good for us. If any of your guys want to actually see the products, build their own, buy a bundle box, they can go on the rokkstore.com. Obviously ROKK. Otherwise you end up looking at guitars.
That's the point. Look on the link on the description, because it'll be the link there for it. So,
and you know, please do feel free to get in touch. The part of my premise of being here is to make sure that we get in touch with you guys, and there's that back and forth communication. So if you email agriculture@scanstrut.com, get in touch, you know, speak to me, and we'll see what we can do for you. But I really appreciate your time today.
Lovely job. It's been a pleasure, Ryan.
Thank you.
See you again, mate.
Cheers.